folks on the free program, and thank you, Democratic Party Chair Tim Burke. Thank you, Denise Treehouse, and good luck to you in this election. And thank you, Alicia Reese, who has led Ohio in believing that more people should vote, not fewer. You ought to give this guy a hand. You know, his side has had a very bad week, so let's try to make him feel better. Let's make him feel better. Look, what you are seeing, what you are seeing is basically a microcosm of what this campaign is all about. You've got one person who's a master at rubbing salt in people's wounds, doesn't pay taxes, doesn't contribute to his own family charity, doesn't pay his contractors, takes the life savings for people who go to Trump view and don't get anything except Trump. So he's really good at making people mad. So the fundamental decision you have to make in the whole election is, how do you feel about America and where we're going? And if you think everything is going to hell in a handbasket, then maybe you want to have somebody who's great at dividing us, distracting us, and demonizing those who are different. But if you think that our best days are still ahead, if you think we're fortunate because with all the problems we've got, we have too much income stagnation, too much income inequality, we have too much tension within many of our communities, we have unaddressed mental health and drug addiction needs, all of our challenges, we're still outperforming every other big economy on earth. We still have the youngest, most diverse workforce in the world of any big country. We still have the most productive workforce in manufacturing in the world, and we can get a lot of those jobs back. Just depends on what you think. Give them a hand. I'm telling you, don't treat them.
You know, there's actually a free speech zone over here. You can go to that area. It's actually everywhere. Your statements.
Anyway,
good for you. Good for you.
Rapist! If you believe that, you should not vote for Hillary. And if you believe that, America's best days are behind us. I believe America's days are ahead of us. We just had the 79th month in a row where we had more jobs than the previous month. Even when I was president, I gave you 3 balanced budgets, 3 surpluses, we all rose together for the first time in 50 years. Even then, we didn't have 79 months of job growth. I'm telling you, we are just this close to taking on. And it all depends on our attitude. Are we thinking about the future or looking back? Do we want to go back to trickle-down economics? Well, that's one of the issues of the campaign. For all that railing about the establishment, the truth is, Hillary wants to go forward to invest and grow this economy from the middle out and the bottom up. Her opponent wants to go backwards and cut taxes on millionaires, billionaires, and big corporations where they move jobs and keep them here. And you just got to decide what you want. But you can't pretend there's not a choice here. It's clear. And it will affect your life. I'm going to commit something that is really weird in this election. I'd like to talk about what this election means to you and your future and how we're all going to live. Here's what I think. You might win an election, distracting people, dividing the country, and demonizing your opponents. But after you get there, if that's what you do, you won't do anything good for anybody, and we won't be better off. On the other hand, if you decide to reject that and to concentrate on what we can do good instead of distracting people, to cooperate instead of dividing, and to create opportunities for everybody to rise together because we are stronger together, America will be a whole lot better off. This is a very straightforward choice. There's only one person you can vote for who's got a plan to create more than 10 million jobs by modernizing our infrastructure. Not just roads and bridges and ports and airports, but you see me stop and shake hands with all the construction workers over there? Look at that old building. One of the things my foundation did at no cost to the taxpayers was to convince the public employee unions to put $16 billion aside from their pension funds for a good rate of return to invest in infrastructure, putting people to work in private sector construction unions. We allocated $12.5 billion to that. We already got 100,000 jobs out of it. No government action. I just got back from 2 days in Iowa. The Secretary of Agriculture was Governor of Iowa. He's the most underrated person in the President's cabinet because he never asks for any credit for himself. He just shows up for work and gets something good done. But he took all these programs that have been adopted over the years, a little bit of money here, a little bit of there, put it all together. And the Agriculture Department has created 250,000 jobs in small towns and rural areas in America to give people there a chance to be part of our shared future. I'm telling you something. You know, when you reach a certain age, all you care about is what are people better off, what are kids have a brighter future, what are we coming together instead of tearing each other apart. The rest of this is all background music. I don't care what anybody says. And we just got to decide what it is we're about, what kind of people we are, and whether we really believe we're stronger together, and whether we really believe it matters. It does matter. I have now spent half my life trying to help somebody find a job, start a business, make a farm work, get health care and education for their kids, resolve problems in the community so we can all go forward together. And I know wherever people are working together, good things are happening. In America and all over the world. Wherever they spend all their time on the kind of massive warring we've been put through, good things are not happening. I don't think you should feel surprised, but you ought to feel bad for those people. Because if you pour acid down people's throat solidly every single day for a year and a half, some of us don't come back out. You can't deaden the spirit and poison the mind, numb the heart without having some consequence. But it won't be good. Nobody's going to be doing it. So, first, we need a modern infrastructure. And it's not just the stuff you think, not just roads and bridges, ports and airports and seaports. Things like that. And it's things like recognizing that Flint, Michigan is not the only place in this country where children have elevated lead levels in their blood for drinking water out of rusty pipes. And you just think about it. If we ripped up all those rusty pipes, we could give all of our kids a healthy future and create an enormous number of good, high-paying jobs doing that work. I'll give you another example. Every single day in America, somewhere between 3 and 5 million school children are given a homework that requires them to get on the internet, and they can't do it. Why? Because here we are in 2016, a device that was born in America, the internet, is not available to people because they don't have broadband coverage where they live. If you did that, you could create millions of opportunities for business growth in places that have been left out below. All those kids will do their homework and they have a better chance in the race of life in the future. I'll give you another example. That directly relates to Ohio's capacity over the long run to generate new manufacturing jobs. I just spent 2 days on a bus in Iowa, and I was traveling around, and some of you probably know this, but Iowa has the biggest baseload capacity of its electricity and wind of any state in America. And guess what?